UNDE fit OFKSI long ago in the remote Tin Sun Mountains, where the morning mist blanketed pine forests every dawn, lived a lay practitioner named Thean Tam. He did not come from a noble lineage, nor was he a renowned monk, just an ordinary man living alone in a small hermitage by the forest. His compassion was vast as the sky and sea. Villagers said that anyone who was sick, suffering, or heartbroken, just meeting Thean Tam once, would find peace in their soul. Some said he possessed magical powers. Others believed it was simply the light of kindness that radiated from his heart. Journey into the forest one early autumn morning, when the first golden leaves began falling with the cool breeze, Thean Tam slung a simple cloth bag over his shoulder and walked deep into the forest. Once every year he made this pilgrimage, not to meditate or retreat, but, as he said, to visit all sentient beings. Most people, the forest was wild and untamed, but in the eyes of Thean Tam, every tree branch, every blade of grass, every bird's song and insect's hum was life, was family, was a reflection of the great cycle of existence. As he passed through a thick bush, he heard a faint cry. Looking closer, he found a baby bird that had fallen from its nest, shivering with its undeveloped wings. He gently wrapped it in his sleeve, searched for the nest high up in a tree, and carefully placed it back. Not a word, not a sound, just an act of pure compassion needing no witness. Further along the path, a squirrel had been caught in a hunter's trap. It thrashed about, eyes wide with fear. Thean Tam knelt down, untangled the cruel snare, and treated the bleeding wound with herbal leaves he carried. Placing the squirrel on a tree branch, he whispered, "Don't let man's greed become the karma that burdens you." Then he continued walking, the morning sun filtering through the canopy, highlighting his gray hair. His pace was unhurried. Each step was accompanied by a silent chant. The leaf bridge for ants. By midday, Thean Tam arrived at a small muddy ravine, barely a few feet wide. But there, he paused. In front of him, a colony of ants, hundreds of them, were trying to cross the ravine. For humans, it was nothing. But for ants, it was an abyss. They tried forming a living bridge with their own bodies. Many fell into the water below, swept away. Others climbed back up and tried again. The mud was slick, the current just strong enough to ruin their efforts. Most people would have ignored them or stepped over without noticing. But not Thean Tam. He sat down and watched. He didn't intervene immediately. He knew compassion must come with wisdom and timing. Gathering large leaves from the ground, he gently wove them into a tiny bridge, securing each piece with twigs and blades of grass. His bamboo staff became the railing, supporting the fragile structure across the ravine. It was delicate but firm enough for the ants to cross. He pressed his palms together and waited. The first ants cautiously approached the leaf bridge. Then more followed, one by one in steady lines carrying food on their backs. Under the dappled sunlight, their tiny shadows moved boldly across the handmade path. Thean Tam smiled. In that smile was the joy of seeing the value in all life, even the smallest. Once the last ant had safely crossed, he gently disassembled the bridge, returning the forest to its natural balance. No trace remained, no footprints, no sounds, only the quiet spreading of unseen kindness. A prayer in the woods as the day waned and birds returned to their nests. Thean Tam stood in a small clearing, hands pressed together, and may all beings, even those as small as an ant or brief as a cicada's song, live their lives fully. May those who sow good seeds reap peace in return. And may human hearts, no matter how hardened, be softened by even the smallest leaf bridge of compassion. He turned and walked away, his brown robe blending into the golden forest light. Only the wind and the rustling leaves remained, a gentle echo of his passing. It is said that after that day, the ant colony thrived. During heavy rains, they would instinctively form their own bridges, as if remembering the silent kindness once shown to them. And Theantam, no one truly knows where he went or how long he lived. But even now, whenever someone cruelly harms a tiny creature or tramples an ant trail, a strange breeze may pass by, carrying the scent of forest soil and the whisper of compassion.